Welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida. A gorgeous day for college football, and we are fired up to see the Miami Hurricanes open another season at Hard Rock Stadium. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hurricanes ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The give to the lone running back. Picks up the first down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's McGowan. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
There he goes. Thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Working that left side now. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. From the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously, money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him.
Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just...
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. And down he goes back at the 3.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football, be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets them away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Oh, they really could have used that.
Hang on to it, please.
Pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air. It's Beck. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Unleashes one. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the run, it's McGowan. Didn't get much
cut it
done
up so
on that
much.
run. He'll
Hard.
fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The running back has it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Complete downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It's a running room. Touchdown, Arkansas. Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
This one's complete. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses...
He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 30.
Monday throws are
A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Nice job ruining that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Now the play fake. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Dances away. Fires to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender
the freshman quarterback
on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Good pick up on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Power football with the run. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Fires to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. Slips a tackle and he's got room. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Fuck it.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pulls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a 2-shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. Quarterback
feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible.
A shot toward the end zone, and that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-bumps. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Oh, just trust yourself.
Serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up 14 over Iowa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wide out. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They'll run the screen. Hard running there. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Yeah, and it was a nice comeback route. Most important part of a comeback route, dude, I got to sell you vertical like I'm running to go, and then I sit down and I come back to the football, catch it. Nice route by the wide receiver.
Bringing the heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got him this time. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling.
Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run big.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it out quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. You like that matchup?
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on first down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards. The offense has got to be better in this critical area.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He spins that thing down the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's back. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the move. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
I knew it was going to go fast.
Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
I'm getting stagnant.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's McGowan. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Platt. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. They'll give it to him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Handoff to the lone back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Ferguson. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Here's a heat. A little too much on that one, John. Of his reach.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Can't make the grab. Quarter. Just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Canes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
using his legs to buy some time. He's in open space downfield. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Final little time. Lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella tight end.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Makes the grab over the middle. And he didn't
That
squeeze
ball.
it. It's loose. Defense
Give me
calls
that
the
ball.
Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. The give to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They want that clock to run.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? Looking for space. It's McGowan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Unleashes one. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Back to throw. It's Chadwick. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kane.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as first down. And wings it incomplete.
Oh, he's going to be the death of me. Swear to God. Gonna be the death of me.
Now it's second and long. Sends it back in motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's McGowan. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's McGowan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling right and going deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
Good catch.
And I love the offense, man. Staying aggressive, doing what you need to do, pushing the ball down the field, still willing to throw the football late in this game. I just don't like the ending. Man, don't step out of bounds. Let that clock run. Try to get out of here with a W.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Give to the running back. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Ah, I missed it. Oh, whew.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He wants a big play here late. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get in a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big...